Hey everybody, it's Marshall Monkey here. This is going to be my Robin episode of Hero Fridays. I know it's crazy, I'm talking about the boy wonder. Oh my gosh, like thumbs up for that, because I feel like Robin, long awaited. Robin is one of my favorite characters of all time in the DC comics. Well, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes Robin can be a little too much for me, but most days I'll be like, Robin, yes! What is going on? So let's get started. We're talking all about the Robs. Oh my gosh, I moved the camera. I keep doing that. But let's talk about the Robs. Yes, we're talking about the boy wonder. We're talking about Robin. We're talking about all the Robins, history of the Robins, all the Robins, just Lego. Let's start. So there are lots of Robins in the comics. One, because of that new Robin thing that they're doing, like the Robin comic series or whatever, where they have like a bunch of Robins in Gotham or whatever it's called, I don't remember. But also because of all the history of Robins that have been there. So let's go all the way back, TBT, even though it's not Thursday. So let's just go FBF, Flashback Fridays, all the way back to where Dick Grayson, as you guys know, is the legendary first Robin, was introduced. Everybody pretty much knows the story. His parents died, and all that jazz, all that stuff with the circus, Haley's Circus, Flying Graysons, all that stuff. We all know about that. But let's get to the part where he becomes Robin. He becomes Robin, and that was the new character. And I think the reason why they created Robin was to draw in a younger audience to comics, because I feel like they just didn't really, they couldn't have any younger audiences. So it was, crucial to make a character that they could relate to and have them come to the comics to read about this character. So, yeah. During that time, it was very popular, Dick Grayson as Robin. That it was just set. It was set Batman and Robin for life. That was the thing. They made the TV show about it. The Robin was in there. Robin, I think, is such an iconic character. But I feel like Robin has always been underappreciated, and that's like the theme, especially nowadays with like Teen Titans Go, kind of like telling you Robin is like not his own person. I feel like Robin is like undergraded these days. Like Robin's one of the most legendary characters of all time. We need to start realizing that. And I think that with this new Titan series that's coming with Nightwing, it's not Robin, but it's still Nightwing. It's still Dick Grayson. In general, I think that they'll kind of understand that Robin can transition to Nightwing, because I feel like still then people make jokes about like, especially like on TV, like Batman Brave and the Bold, if you guys have ever watched that, they had an episode where Dick Grayson was Nightwing already, and Batman teamed up with him, and the whole kitty car, so the whole sidecar thing and all that stuff. I feel like they're pushing it to the limit. Like Batman the Brave and the Bold did it, Teen Titans Go kind of doing that with like Robin and the whole Robin being scared of Batman. Like I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Robin's a big character. Robin's a great character, so we should be able to kind of, you know what I mean? Like, we should be able to kind of, know that Robin's a really legendary character on his own. And I'm trying to turn the camera off. What is going on? Oh my gosh, I can't turn this off. What the heck? I can't. Oh my gosh. Dick Grayson ended up leaving the mantle of Robin behind, and then ended up turning into Nightwing, which sparked the creation of Jason Todd. Okay, I couldn't turn off the camera for a second. I was worried that the screen might be broken, but it wouldn't let me touch anything. It was weird. But going back to Robin, yeah, so like I said, not Tim Drake, but what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. But anyway, that was the end of the Dick Grayson era. He transitioned to Nightwing, and then we got ourselves some Jason Todd. Jason Todd was the second Robin, and he was not very popular. He was not a very popular character at all. From the point here to the end of the point, this is where, craziest idea, they wanted to kill off a Robin, and obviously Jason Todd was the way to go. Can't kill Dick Grayson because he's obviously the best. Out of all the Robins, he's probably the best one there is. Just saying. Like, he's the original. He's the classic. He's fantastic. Although I am really loving Tim Drake as well. Like, both those two, Tim Drake and Dick Grayson, probably they're battling in my mind. Like, they're battling. Who's better? And I just can't do. Damian Wayne also. I kind of like Damian Wayne. Mostly because of just Son of Batman and Batman vs. Robin. Those two movies. Amazing films. You guys should watch those animated movies. But that's just kind of why. But everything else, you know what I mean? He's a killing Robin. But Tim Drake and Tim Drake and Dick Grayson, amazing. Stephanie Brown, again, but let's get back to Jason Todd. So Jason Todd, of course, was Robin for a little bit till they killed him off, which, was the death of the family storyline. Changed him to Red Hood. We got all that covered. And now let's talk about, actually, I know Tim Drake is next, but let's just talk about Stephanie Brown. Yeah. Stephanie Brown was the first female Robin, but the fourth Robin in general. Yeah, so Stephanie Brown, she is the female Robin, or I guess one of the female Robins. We also got Carrie Kelly up in this club, but we got Stephanie Brown as well. And she is a fun character because of a female Robin. And, I know that's kind of weird. I think that the reason why, I feel like Robin is just more of a male figure, though, because that was obviously what they made him to be, and that's why they got Batgirl, but it was so weird when they did female Robin. It's really cool, so I kind of want to get into more Stephanie Brown. One thing is that I don't know exactly what her whole orientation thingy is. I don't know her whole background, her backstory, and all that stuff, so I don't really know about that stuff. But I do know that she was a really great character. I do know that she was a female Robin. I feel like the female Robins are really cool. I like Carrie Kelly, and I love Stephanie Brown. So too, and they're just really cool characters to have in your arsenal of Robins. So I feel like those are two really great characters. So I don't know, if they ever Batman v Superman, I feel like they need to change it up. I feel like first we need to have our first Robin, and I think that the first Robin should be definitely Tim Drake or Dick Grayson. Well, actually, by that time, because there are rumors that Dick Grayson is dead in the Batman v Superman world. So if he isn't dead, then he'd already be Nightwing. Jason Todd apparently is, obviously Jason Todd is the one we're pointing to at that Robin suit in the trailer. So dead, and he'll probably come back as Red Hood in the new trilogy. So obviously Tim Drake is next. So I feel like either they do Tim Drake, or if they don't want to do Tim Drake, please don't do Damian Wayne. He would probably exist by now because Batman is older in this series. So Damian Wayne probably exists already. But let's change it up. Let's do Cassandra Cain. Or sorry, that's Batgirl. Cassandra Cain. Let's do either Stephanie Brown, which I feel like would be really fun to do, or Carrie Kelly. Because Carrie Kelly, this is like the Dark Knight Returns kind of situation, where Carrie Kelly would probably be the obvious choice. But I kind of don't want to, because I think Tim Drake, I think we need to establish at least one male Robin, because we have not done that since, let's be honest, I think his name is Chris O'Donnell. Let's be honest, Chris O'Donnell. Yikes. I feel like the whole George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, and all that, oh my gosh, forget about that. So we haven't really gotten a true portrayal of Robin. And, everybody was so excited because of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Dark Knight Rises, Robin, and we never get it. I feel like that was one thing that I kind of actually did want to see, was Robin officially in the Dark Knight trilogy, because we really never got that, so I feel like that was kind of a disappointment. I feel they could have done way more with that, and maybe could have even spinned off a trilogy, a new trilogy, and yet they didn't. That's my cat. Casper the cat is meowing. And they didn't do that either. So I feel like we need to get at least one male Robin established in the film universe until we go to a female Robin, just because that's what it is. That Robin was made as a male character. I'm not trying to be against the female Robins up in this club, because they are amazing, of course. We know Cassandra Cain, I keep saying that. Stephanie Brown and Carrie Kelly, yeah, they thumbs up. But I feel like, since Robin, everybody pretty much, Carrie Kelly and Stephanie Brown, not the most known. Not the most known. So I feel like Tim Drake is way more known now because of the Arkham series, and just in general, he's already been known a lot. So I feel like Tim Drake deserves to shine. I feel like he's next in line to be, the Robin, and the first official, not the first Robin, but the next official Robin to be in the films. So I feel like that would be a really fun thing as well. Now let's go on to Mr. Tim Drake. So Tim Drake in the Arkham series, what? What now, guys? Because I feel like that is the accomplishment. That is the accomplishment that they've done, is this Robin character. This is fantastic. We've gotten Dick Grayson. We've gotten, all this stuff. We finally get Tim, and Tim is the legend that he is. Everybody's talking about the shaved hair. Everybody's talking about the story. Now, one thing is the big rant that's going on, and I agree with this too, is that Tim Drake should not have been the Barbara story pack for Batman Arkham Knight. Should not have been that Batgirl story, because that just messed up the continuity completely messed it up. So I feel like that was one thing that I didn't like. But other than that, Tim, brava, because I feel like that was just the best thing about that. Now, next up is, of course, Damian Wayne. Ooh, the biological son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul. Amazing. I love Son of Batman, and I love Batman vs. Robin, but I feel like Damian Wayne could wait a little longer. We don't need Damian Wayne yet in the films, because I don't know how long is DC going to do their cinematic universe? I have no idea, but I feel like right now we just don't have time for Damian Wayne. Now, if they want to make more animated films with Damian Wayne, I'm all for it. I'm definitely all for it. I want to actually get a Damian Wayne story with Kevin Conroy in the mix. Like, not... Because I think they had somebody else in Son of Batman and Batman vs. Robin. I want Kevin Conroy up in the club with Damian Wayne. I feel like that would be awesome. I feel like they shouldn't have ended the Arkham trilogy, because those games... Like, I feel like it could have gone on to be more, rather than, like, the final Arkham Knight thing. And Arkham Knight, when you think about it, it was a good game, and it was a great story, but it didn't live up to the expectations that I thought it would. Mainly because Arkham City just set the bar high. Like, that was Batman. That was all the villains, the rogues gallery of Batman. You know, you see him in Arkham City. You know, it's an open world, and so is Arkham Knight, but the villains much more menacing and much more boss battles, whereas Arkham Knight didn't even have any boss battles. Well, they had, I think, Riddler, but that's pretty much it. So I feel like Arkham City was Batman. Arkham Asylum and Arkham City was Batman. Origins and a Knight, you know what I mean? Like, the Batmobile should have probably already been introduced earlier than it was in Arkham Knight. And, you know, we never really got to drive the Batwing, which is what a lot of people wanted as well. It was okay, you know, but everything else... So I feel like Damian Wayne, if we get an animated version of Damian Wayne again, like if they reboot Damian Wayne in the animated films, like if they kind of if they, like, do another one with Damian Wayne, all for it. But you know, Carrie Kelly as well is a great... I'm not going to get into too much with Carrie Kelly, but she's a really great character too, and I think a lot of people are really wanting her in live action. I do too. I actually really do want her in live action. And one of the things that's really cool is that Titans is coming up. We have Dick Grayson now as Nightwing. That's coming it's probably going to be 2016, because they've delayed the show a lot and they haven't casted anybody yet, as we know of. So they're probably going to do that next year. Super excited for Titans. Raven, Starfire, Nightwing, you know, Hawk and Dove, officially being brought to live action, like, on television. I am excited. I hope you guys are too. Thanks guys for watching this. Like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. There are links down there for my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, all that jazz. There's also links up there to my other videos that you guys can go see. I actually did a Hugo Strange Villain Thursday that's up there as well. Thanks guys for subscribing. I see you guys subscribing, which is amazing. Thank you guys for viewing my Descendants Where's Eevee video, but still climbing up with views, so thanks for that as well. I'm doing daily vlogs, so they're gonna start tonight. I'm gonna upload the first one of today, so that's gonna be really exciting. That's on my vlog channel, by the way, on MM Reactions. On my vlog channel, you'll see the 2 blue M's there. You'll see it. They'll be it's on my featured channels on my channel. On my channel page, you'll see it. Click on it. That's where it'll be. So I'm just super excited. So thanks guys for watching this, and see you later. Bye bye.